What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to the toy table for part 4 of the Black Widow wave. In today's video, we're going to be looking at Taskmaster and putting a Build-A-Figure together. Oh yeah, been waiting on this. This is it, part 4. We're getting this thing completed. We've went through all the other figures. We've got the Build-A-Figure pieces out. Lots of great figures in this wave. Hands down, as of right now, it's still in the box, but Taskmaster looks wicked cool. I'm digging this one. So first and foremost, we got the old box right there. You know, right there. Yeah, great artwork. This whole wave, I must admit, the packaging has been on point. Everything looks great. I really dug it. It's just been cool. But this Taskmaster figure, he's looking pretty cool. So I tell you what, let me get him out of the box and we'll do a review on him. All right, Taskmaster. First and foremost, this figure comes with a lot of things. Yeah, lots of accessories, lots of different things that we can do things with him. So it's really, really cool. But first and foremost, we'll check out the figure, and then we will actually look at his accessories. Let me pull these over here. The figure itself is very detailed. It looks great. I mean, sort of has a Deathstroke look with the oranges and the blues and the grays, but it's really, really cool. I mean, just check out this thing. I mean, tons of detail through the chest here. It looks great. I mean, he's a good looking figure. But let's start right here. The actual head sculpt, I really dig this head sculpt. I will admit that, you know, with it being hooded like it is, it's going to give some limitations articulation wise. I mean, not a lot side to side, even rotating left and right. It's not a tremendous amount, but I do like the fact the way that the actual hood sort of wrinkles when you turn his head. So this is actually pretty cool. It opens up the face area, so that's an awesome little touch. But up and down, there's not going to be a lot. But hey, you know what? I think what he does have will work, if that makes sense. As far as his shoulders go, let's see, he's tight. So far, that's about it as far as shoulders go, which I can live with that. We do have the bicep rotation. Let's see if he's got doesn't have a forearm rotation. Let's check that. See what kind of posability his arms have. I'm not seeing a tremendous amount, but it'll work. It will work. I think we can create some really cool stuff with it. But it's basically a little bit past 90, which, yeah, that'll work. It's okay. I mean, come on. The elbow does actually hyperextend back, which I find rather weird. Unless, no, that's right. I think this is like literally one of the first figures that I've ever had that the actual elbow goes backwards. That's actually a pretty interesting touch. But he does have some good. He's got enough functionability with his elbows and shoulders where you can get him in some really good poses. So I'm not too concerned with that. He does have a waist pivot. The torso, oh wow, check that out. That's almost literally a 90. That's pretty good. That's actually really good. Going back again, not bad at all. Definitely can live with it. Let's pull his arms up here and let's check his hips out. The belt is loose, as you can see, which I dig this. This is a nice touch to have it where it's actually loose. That way you can maneuver it and everything with your photography and posing and everything else. But I am curious to see how this affects his hips. I don't think it'll affect it much, but let's check it out. Yeah, he's got some great hip action right there. So the holsters are soft enough, or these pouches are soft enough to where it does not impede anything to do with the outer movement of his hips. All right. He does, let's check out thigh. There is a thigh swivel. It's tight though, or mine's very tight. I should have double jointed knees right there. So voila, nothing wrong with that. I think you can come up with some really cool stuff with this figure. As far as his feet goes, about the same right there. Good pivot there. So yeah, the Taskmaster, I mean, he looks good. I mean, the details are great. The color's great. It's very well balanced. I dig it. I dig it a lot. He's a cool figure. Definitely can have some fun with this in your collection for sure. As far as his accessories go, the hands that come on the figure are fisted hands, but he also comes with these hands here, which is basically, this hand here looks like it'd be for the bow, and possibly, I mean, this is a trigger finger, but I think we can actually use it for the actual bow and arrow. One of the hands, we'll look at it real close here in a minute. But yeah, that's really cool. He also comes with these clawed hands right here, which I dig these. These are cool. I dig these hands right here. That's a really good dynamic effect. So yeah, dig it. He also comes with a shield, which it's a smaller shield, but that's okay. What I find curious is there's no peg hole for his shield. Unless I'm missing something, I don't really truly understand this. So that would have been a nice touch to where you could actually peg in his shield like that, but nope, I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing it at all. And of course, the actual, to put the shield on his arm, got the little C-clamp right here. It should just pop into place like so. It should have, yeah, he should have had a peg, which, you know, if you wanted to, you could drill a small hole right here and you could peg it in, but I'm actually surprised by that. I am very, because, you know, Red Guardian had the hole for his shield, so I'm curious why Taskmaster doesn't. So that's Hasbro. What's up with that? I don't know. As far as weapons go, we have this really cool sword. I really like this thing. There's some good detail. This orange is a nice touch. But yeah, this is a really good sword. Once again, it would have been nice to have a sheath for the sword. That would have been cool. You know, for him to actually put it on. So I don't understand why he didn't. But, you know, that would have been cool to have something right, you know, on his back or something that you could slid the sword in. So that's a little disappointing, but it's not a deal breaker for me. It's still a really cool figure. As far as the bow and arrow goes, the only complaint, which this is really not a complaint, it's an observation, the bowstring is really thick. It's way thicker than a bowstring should be, but I do understand the reasoning for it. You know, it's plastic, I get it, but, you know, you could really have some fun with this and actually take this off, and you could actually drill a really small hole right here and take some black, really super thin black wire, replace this, so when you pull it, it would actually stay. So that would be a cool little project. Maybe if I find another one of these or something like that, I might try that with this, but I don't want to, you know, mess up mine to try to do it. But then again, you never know with me. The arrow itself It's exaggerated. The broadhead is a lot larger than a broadhead would be. This is almost looks like a spear point. But again, it's a 6-inch toy. I get it. It looks like there's, oh, there is. So it looks like there's actually a way to hold the arrow in place. Now, again, what would be cool is if you could knock it. If you could actually knock the arrow, but you can simulate it with the vanes on the arrow shaft. But overall, this is really cool. I dig it. Again, it's just minor little things that, you know, it is what it is. But it's a really cool figure. I think Taskmaster is one of the better ones in the wave. It's very well balanced color-wise and everything. So definitely, I think this is going to be one of the favorites of the wave. But let me know in the comments if you got Taskmaster. Let me know what you think about them not having a peg hole for the shield. Let me know what you think about this bowstring. I mean, these are little bitty things that truthfully are just me possibly nitpicking a little bit. But anyway, guys, that's going to be it for Taskmaster. Let's get the Build-A-Figure. Let's put it together and check it out. Crimson Dynamo. This is the point of this wave review that I've really been excited for, and this is to put this Build-A-Figure together. Yeah, I'm super excited to finally put this thing together. I'm so digging this thing right here. Like I said previously, this was one of my favorite parts of this this wave was the Build-A-Figure. So tell you what, let's get him going here. I will say this, the actual legs are a little tricky to figure out. I'm pretty sure that's the way they go. I think so. So let's see here. Let's see if we can get this thing put together. I don't think there's sometimes it makes you think, you know, hey, why isn't there a left and a right? I'm just saying. This thing is oh, there it went. That's tight. That's good though. All right. Let's get this thing on there. There we go. We're getting there. Oh man, I mean, just check this thing out. This thing is so wickedly cool looking. There we go. Let's get the, oh yeah. Get this rotated down. Oh my goodness, check this thing out. All right, it's got the little chest piece right here. And I don't know about you guys, but it's been a while since I actually did a Build-A-Figure. So to actually get one going is pretty cool. I'm a little curious about that one little piece right here. So it pegs in, but you would think there'd be a peg hole right here. So I'm not for sure. Oh, wait a minute. Does this go? Hang on. This might go. Does it go on the back? No, I can't go on the back, can it? All right, I'm cheating. I'm looking at the box. So it looks like it goes right there, but I don't know. All right, tell you what, hang on. Let's get the head on. Let's get the head on. We'll get the, there we go. Oh man, check that head sculpt out. Oh, you know what? Oh, wait a minute. I might have been overthinking this thing. That might actually go on the back. Hang on. Ah, there we go. There we go. Haha. Success. And this here shoulder piece. Oh wow. This is such a cool looking Build-A-Figure. I'm telling you right now, this wave in its own right is cool, but the Build-A-Figure piece makes it really cool, in my opinion. Does that go in like that? All right. There's that one. And you make sure. All right, there's that. All right, we're getting there. We're getting there. Get that in that peg hole right there. And right there, snapped. There we go. Oh, wow. Check that out. Crimson Dynamo. Man, that's such a cool looking figure. That is so cool looking. That's literally, this has got to be one of the best Build-A-Figures ever. So, but anyway, guys, there is Crimson Dynamo. Tell you what, let me flip the camera back around and I'll give you my closing thoughts, and we'll talk a little bit more about Taskmaster and the Build-A-Figure. Oh, wow. I mean, it doesn't get any better than this. First off, before we get to the Build-A-Figure, let's do a little recap on Taskmaster. The Taskmaster figure, very, very cool. I dig it. Again, it does have enough articulation to have some fun with it. Even though the head doesn't move much, you can still get some really good side-to-side look poses on him. But the figure itself is really cool. Only big pet peeve is right here on the back and the shield, and I mean, it should have a place to peg in the shield. That's minor. I say minor. I mean, to me, the comments I made on the bow, that's more minor. To me, this is like a major thing, is that you should be able to put that shield on his back. I don't know. I mean, like I said, you could take a little drill bit, you could drill it right there in the back, and you could recreate it if you want to. But Hasbro, I don't understand why. Because if you have a shield, you need to be able to carry the shield. Also, a sheath for the sword. You need to have a sheath for the sword. That's my two major complaints. The bowstring itself's too thick. Doesn't look normal, but I do understand why. It's plastic. You can only do so much. The arrow tip, to me, it's too big. I used to do a lot of bow hunting way back in the day, and to me, this is more of a spear point than an actual broadhead. So it's minor. It's minor. Just saying. Major. No sheath. Major. This is minor. But anyway, it doesn't deter from the fact that this is a really cool looking figure, and I enjoy this figure a lot. The detail, the paint, everything works on it. It's great from that aspect. But to me, the icing on the cake is Crimson Dynamo right here. This thing is awesome. I mean, look at the detail on this thing. It's insane. This is such a cool Build-A-Figure. He's got some weight to him. Let's weigh him up. Let's see what he weighs. Let's see what this Build-A-Figure weighs. But, I mean, the detail that's in the leathering and everything is so cool. All right, let's check him out. He is 15.3 ounces. So, literally 0.7 ounces away from a pound. That's a pretty big Build-A-Figure. But as far as, I mean, he's got some good articulation. I mean, the armor doesn't, detract from the shoulder movement. It's really, really good. It's got a little bit of a hip pivot. Legs wise on the hips, really good. Knee joints, let's see here. It's not bad. It's 90. Definitely doable. Nothing wrong with that. But yes, Crimson Dynamo. Yes. My first Build-A-Figure wave of 2020 right here. And I must admit, I think this is literally one of the best Build-A-Figures in a while. I dig it. I really dig it. I dig it a lot. the back details. It's really, really good. And yeah, I'm so glad I got this wave. But anyway, guys, that's going to be it. We have wrapped up the Black Widow wave series. I really hope you enjoyed it. 4 parts. And definitely let me know in the comments if you enjoyed it. Let me know what you thought about the reviews. Let me know what you think about how I did it, how I presented it. I want to hear your feedback on your thoughts on this whole thing. I personally enjoyed doing it. It was really, really fun to do a couple of figures at a time. I will say this though, patience was getting sort of thin there because I was wanting to get this thing built. But that's going to be it for the Black Widow wave. And again, I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did doing it. But anyway, guys, that's it for this video. Definitely let me know in the comments what you think. Also, if you're new to my channel, please make sure and hit that subscribe button and make sure you got notifications turned on, because I forgot to tell you that at the beginning of the video. But anyway, guys, that's it for this wave. May do it again. Just depends on the wave that comes out, because I don't buy a lot of complete waves. So if a really good wave comes out that I enjoy at least 90% of the figures, we'll do this again. But they will be more review videos coming from figures. I still have a couple of more Black Widow figures I need to review. So, but for this wave, we are done. And always remember, toys and Build-A-Figures refresh your soul, and I'll see you next time.